Exclamation mark.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Thrown off by the desk pad? You guys like it? And the Stratum? Have you seen the type box? I don't think I have. Which one's the type box? Yo, 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 happy Sunday. What's up, guys? Stratum, sexy, it is. Hi, Sheba. Thank you so much for the Prime, by the way. Yes, looking good. Dude, it's a nice vibe today, right? Chest and shoulders yesterday, bicep back today. Are you going out in the miserable rainy day today? Phoenix, what's up, dude? Ineffable, how you doing? Bamboozled, how you doing? Burb Twitch, what's up, dude? Happy Monday. Or actually, no, is it Monday? It's Monday somewhere. It's Monday somewhere. Today feels cozy. It's a rainy day. We're chilling. We're going to be building a keyboard. You know? Is there a link to the desk pad? No, this was given to me as a gift. And take a look at this one. Let me show you this. It's like a vinyl desk pad. This is from Swag Keys. I have never seen this before. I tried to find this on their website. I could not. So I don't know if this is like an older product or if this is like a one-off thing or something. I have no freaking clue. I have to ask the person who gave it to me. But I unboxed it all this morning and I was like, this is sick. So nice. But it's so pretty. It looks so good. I do wish I had like a gray desk pad, but like it looks so good. Or a gray desk rather, not desk pad. How you doing? Thank you so much, Gray. Appreciate you, man. It's cloudy today, but we're not going to see the new Spider-Man movie. But we're going to go see the new Spider-Man movie today. Ooh, that's a good idea. Maybe I should do that too. I have a lot of work to catch up on today. We did some babysitting yesterday, but today I was thinking finish up some work and then maybe clean. But maybe I can go find the new Spider-Man movie. That sounds fun. I hope you have fun, Adapt. So got the Schema 60. I'm trying to find compatible keycap sets for frosted plates. How about that new thermal keycap set from Matthew and Cena from Mod Musings? This is the Stratum. I was thinking I wanted to go something stealthy today. What do you guys think? Good choice? Or not a good choice? Is it tornado warning? Ooh, I didn't see anything. I don't think it's a tornado warning. Like, pretty positive it's not. How you guys all doing, though? Hello, hello, hello. Ugh, I'm a little chilly today, actually. It's like 21 degrees outside. I sent you a DM on Discord. I was looking for some feedback on a new keyboard hub. Yeah, for sure. I'll take a look after this, Adept. I'm doing good, but my allergies are through the roof right now. Is it because, like, the winds and stuff are moving everything away or around? The aged colorway on the Schema has different variant colors. Yes, it does. I'm going to go all black on Schema with GMK Cosmos. Is Cosmos still available anywhere out of curiosity? I kind of want it for like another set that I have. I was thinking about... Yeah, I was thinking about it. We're not seeing the large felt desk. Do you... Okay, honest truth right now from everyone. Do you guys vibe with the all gray felt, or do you guys vibe with like the bare desk and a regular desk pad? I will admit these feel way better than the felt. Like this feels to me so much more like pleasant to use. This looks like OG Alex, right? The felt desk pads are great. Don't get me wrong, but I think I'm gonna slowly switch off of them. I think they all have their charm and it's nice to swap them around. Yeah, I think I'm kind of like a little bit over my felt. The only thing I will say, it's nice working on the felt because I don't really care if those get super duper dirty. These I care. So like if a little bit of lubricant happens to splash on this, you can kind of see it. The felt 100% ruined my skates. But I'm not really worried because it's not really a mouse I care about for that. So maybe I should get a black mouse now. Or I don't know. I don't know the vibe. Oh, the keyboard's the Stratum. It's built with... Oh boy, I actually don't remember, but it's with PBT charcoal on it right now. This is a PBT set. You can get a clear cutting mat to put over the desk. Well, I actually use the cork mat for most of my stuff when I'm working, so it doesn't really matter too much. I've been trying for the life of me, And I actually contacted someone else, but they told me no, because they don't have a good way to ship it to me. I've been trying to find a super large cork desk pad with silicone underneath, kind of like this one. I might just have to ask Novelkeys maybe. But I want it to be oversized. Like, I want it to be like the whole desk, kind of like the felt one was. But nobody wants to make it for me. I've asked so many people. Most people just want to sell me cork, which doesn't roll out very nicely. And I have bought that cork, and it does not work. So the Corkies are excellent as workstations too. Just because I feel like there's like if they get a little dirty, they still look good. These, if they get dirty, I don't know. I feel terrible about them. What are those purple keycaps on the silver HHKB? You mean the ones that were on my schema? That was Purple Knight. GMK Purple Knight. Just get on them faux leather up and cork at bottom. They get super large. I use them on the cork side all the time. How large is large though? Maybe I will just have to do that, huh? I just find they kind of slide around when you flip them over. If you do a group buy to get a full cork desk pad with silicone backing, I'm in. Maybe that's the move. Ask KWD fans? You know what? I mean, I could ask... I mean, KWD fans doesn't have the silicone back, though. That's the problem. I think these are cheap, but they don't have the silicone back. Finally made my own channel, so I don't have to use my brother's. Oh, you mean for... what's it called? For Twitch. Let me know if you need any help with the WR templates. Yes, I probably am. I've been a little busy this week. But yeah, I think I will need to hit you up, my friend. Oversized desk pad with Alex's portrait? Really? Alex, can you link me the one you have then? Osmate comes with a separate non-slip pad. Oh, that you can like stick underneath? That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm vibing with the setup today. The next task I have for myself today is I'm going to clean everything over here. And I'm going to get everything off the floor because I have like all the Manta stuff from shipping all over the place. Will there be a situation where the age color on the top and the bottom is different? I mean, on the prototype I had, guys, I don't have it here with me. Marcia still has the aged one, but you can ask her. The prototype does have differences. I think you can even see it in Sterling's photos. The prototype, there's spots of it where the age treatment, and that's off a one-off prototype, don't have the same bottom and top. So there will be situations where like the patina doesn't match. I think that's kind of the beauty of it though. But yeah, like there's nothing we can unfortunately do about that. That's just going to be like how the age treatment works on the keyboard. I think tonality, we're going to try our best and mention to STR to keep things of the same tone in the same package, obviously. But yeah, there'll never be like a one-for-one match just because it's two separate pieces receiving the treatment. You know what I mean? I think that's just good to know with any patina you ever go for. Would it be reasonably easy to make a Manta bottom weight piece? Ooh, out of wood? Ooh. I don't know. I feel like that would get... Oh, for the schema. I think it would be easy for the schema. For the Manta, no. No, I don't think the Manta would be easy at all. Maybe what Basil said. Maybe it depends on how good you are with woodworking. But yeah, I don't know. Schema would be easier, but probably still be a challenge. Yeah, it'd be tough to get wood that thin and remain solid, I guess, like, and then screw it in place and whatnot. But I think it'd be way easier than a Manta fin, for sure. But how's your guys' weekend so far? Did everyone enjoy yesterday? It was too hot yesterday. We overheated, and we did one little thing outside, and then we overheat it like crazy. Manta bottom weight made of EVA foam. I mean, you could probably 3D print one. Probably. Yeah, we did like a little outdoor shopping mall thing for like literally an hour, and then I was sweating buckets. It was way too hot yesterday, and it seems like everyone had the same idea, just to go outside, and I honestly think I'm starting to hate going to busy places. It rained. Not gonna lie, I had to sleep naked. It was so bad that I had to do something I didn't like for sleeping. Yeah, it was really warm. We had a fan running on top of AC running, on top of leaving the window open just to get airflow. It was pretty bad. Last night wasn't that bad, but the night before, yeah, I was sweating buckets. It was raining yesterday, and it's going to rain this whole week. I think we kind of need it, though, to be honest with you guys. Not that it hasn't been rainy, but like the air quality's been pretty shit. So I think we do need kind of some like good downpour on just everything, you know? All right. Do you guys want to take a look at the board? Actually, let me grab one thing for the board here. I forgot to get stabs. Hold on. Okay. I'm excited for today's keyboard. I am excited. So, just realized bro went full goth today. Me? Oh, we're doing blacked out everything today. I don't know. I've been I go through my stealthy / colorful phases of keyboards. The new Consi stabs. Which ones are those? I have not even heard of them. I got a question. Is there a way to not have black gaskets or plate because it sees through the frosted top? You mean the schema? No, we looked into white pour-on and it doesn't exist, unfortunately. Or it does exist, but it's not the same quality of what we want. It'd be different foam. So the answer is no in the short term, but I think Bull was looking into something, but probably not for the group buy. I feel like gaming, but there's no games I really want to play. No single player games, like RPGs you want to like check out? I'll be honest, there's nothing I'm gaming on. Like, I'm not doing anything right now for games. Tarkov Season 1 tomorrow? Fuck it. What's the difference of Season 1 now? Is there just, like, new quests? Palworld with mods is where my time is going? Yeah, I think maybe Palworld's the only thing I'm actually doing with, like, friends and stuff. I think that's the only thing I'm actually doing at the moment. It's a lot to get into in chat. All right, fair. I won't ask too much of it then. Dude, do you guys like the desk pad? It's sick, right? I have to give a shout out to the person who gave it to me, but I need to first, before I even talk about it, I need to figure out where this is like being sold.
Had a really rough July but ended with a 30% increase after my annual review and joined some 560. D's nuts.
Dude, congrats, you toy. Also, good choice of a board too. That's a sick one. Congrats, man. Technic, what's up, dude? Next week, by the way, I'm going to have like 1 or 2 boards to give away to you guys. So nothing today. I know I promised beginning of August, but when I say next week, I mean the next few days. I just didn't have time to set it all up today. Thank you again, you toy. And congrats on the raise, bro. Okay, quick little thing about today's board. This is from Nixkey. Nixkey has been a Canadian shop that has been in business for a little while now. They've run a few projects, and they primarily, I'd say nowadays, take on a lot of really cool patina work and commissions for that. This isn't to be sponsored. They did send this over with the intention of us taking a look and reviewing it today. However, obviously, they have no say in what goes on. But I want to let you guys know that I've been a big fan of their stuff for quite some time. I think they've been doing great work. I've heard nothing but good things from them, from people who have gone through commission work as well as purchased their products in the past. I know they also ran a numpad. I didn't get to take a look at that one there, but that looked pretty cool. So it's a small little business that has, like I said, been running for a few. So excited to take a look at this one here today. I think I haven't looked at the actual color they sent yet, but I am excited. Every time I actually run into them at the meetups, they've always been extremely pleasant as well. So again, like, I have nothing but good things to say about Nixkey's. It's also great to see some fellow Canadians do some business in the keyboard hobby. You know, hoping they get their anno service up. We need something in Canada. Yeah, dude, that would be sick if they get that rocking. I mean, I'm already super duper happy we have someone doing like patinas in Canada. So, hey Nixkey's, how you doing? So pretty fun. Very, very happy. Quick question. I know the basics of CF/ALU, but actual recommendations seem very too much between keyboards. I'm building an Athena 75 and I'm a bit lost. Well, I think with any keyboard, before we get into today's review, I guess, if you're looking at like plate materials, there's never a fixed answer, but I think the general consensus is aluminum will be a little bit louder usually and have more of a harsher metal sound if the keyboard doesn't absorb things properly. If you want to get like the best of both worlds, polypropylene PC is a great option. I find with those, especially PP, I find you can still get great tonality. I find FR4 and even sometimes carbon fiber can lead to a higher pitched plasticky noise, which kind of differs from those things. I don't think there's such a thing as like a super deep plate. I think that really matters on the keyboard construction. But I think if you're looking for like the most reasonable, even soft to type on plate, I think you're going for polypropylene or PC. I personally like PP if that's available, but when I say best of both worlds, I mean from just going super deep to, super clacky. So, do we have a Cerakote person in Canada? Nix Keys. Are you guys ever going to do Cerakote, or are you guys offering those right now? I thought I remember you guys taking on Cerakote at one point, or might plan on it too. I don't know. I think the only person I've ever used in Canada was a gun store. So there you guys go. We do Ano, Cerakote, and Patina. Go with Nix Keys. I used a gun store, like 4 years ago. So I don't really have a lot of skin in the game with like recent stuff. I personally like PP. Okay, you know what, guys? Get out of here. Also, they sent over this really cute keycap. And it's the first keycap I've ever seen where they've modeled my actual logo into a keycap. So this is super duper cute. I think if I can get this working on today's build to like look good on the build today too. But thank you again, Nix Keys. Very, very cute. I love this a lot. And thank you guys for the birthday wishes from a few weeks ago too. All right, let's take a look at the board. We'll take a look at it and then we'll go over all the details, shall we? I think I'm going to do this the opposite way this time, just because I'm actually super duper excited to show you guys this board, and I'm also super excited to open this up. I just picked this up on Friday, so I haven't had a good chance to open this up yet either. Okay, well, wait, I know my camera's freaking out. I know it is. Just give me a moment, everybody. Hold up. Okay. So, holy crap. You know what? I know this is top and gasket. Are you getting all of these in the box? Let me quickly double check. I didn't really actually read the kit contents. I guess you are. Well, it says mounting gaskets. Everything? Oh, wow. So you're going to get 3 different gasket choices. 40A, 60A, and 80A. Good to see. We're also getting some resonance dampeners of different varying hardnesses as well. I sold my Fujifilm because, okay, it's a lot better than Fuji though. Well, plus, okay, Alex, my main reason too for selling the Fuji cameras was because the Fuji cameras were dropping like flies. Which gun store? I had 8 Ajax. I had a really horrible experience with my board. I had to ship them back 3 times. It was not, maybe it was Ajax. I thought it was in Grimsby. But yeah, it was here in Canada. It didn't turn out good, Shiba, and I've never showed it off. It's still in my closet. Like, it turned out like crap. Which is why I always say I don't think gun stores are a great place to ship keyboards to for Cerakotes. Different levels of standards there. Okay, we have some stickers, some top mount screws. The stickers match the back of the board. I have already looked at the keyboard on the website, so I know what the keyboard looks and I know what to expect. We have some plates and PCBs. Let's see what they sent us over to take a look at today. We have I'm guessing this is a PP plate. Thank you, John. I appreciate the prime. And we have an alu plate. I'm actually thinking about doing the soft plate today. And then we have our PCB. This is a Galaxy PCB. Okay. This is going to be, what, H87 compatible from what I read. You can order this with a plate. It is an extra cost, though, just as a heads up. But let me see. The hot swap PCB would be an extra $55 in case anyone's wondering. The price of this group buy is $430 USD. If you guys want the PCB included, it will be $485. This is going to be on the upper side of what this keyboard, or what keyboards we kind of look at recently have been costing. I kind of want to also preface with this too. Like, I didn't talk to Nick Skis about this, but as a Canadian trying to do business as well, I know that the US has had their fair share of like extra costs these days, but I will say it has become even more rough with some extra things that pop up as a Canadian business owner. So I know the price is going to be a little bit higher, but they're also a super small business and they probably aren't going to be selling thousands of these. I mean, maybe they will. I hope so. But something to keep in mind that different regions vary in different costs of things, and that unfortunately has to reflect in the final price. If this is everything that it lives up to be and is a great board, I'd be happy to spend something like $485 on a good TKL, especially one that, I've seen the renders, looks as good as it does in the pictures. There is going to be a crap ton of colors. We can kind of go over those today. I need to pull up my keyboard again, and my camera's probably going to freak out. Yeah, it is USD, and I will set some expectations here. I'm expecting a solid keyboard for this price. Like, I want this to wow me in multiple different ways. So visually, I want this to wow me not typing feel, but I hope this has a good tonality for sound, where I feel like I'm getting my money's worth, right? I also want this project to feel unique, like I'm not just buying another TKL. So that's kind of the expectation for me at this point here when I want something that costs $400+ for keyboards, okay? So that's kind of what we are. The PCB being 77 is putting me off. 77. I don't see a $77 PCB. Are you talking Canadian dollars or USD dollars? Which one are we talking about? I see a $55 one in a $100 bundle, which is 2 PCBs. Oh, 77 CAD. Okay. Yeah, 77 CAD. Which is, I would say, maybe $5 more than I would expect in Canadian dollars. I've paid $70 for PCBs in the past, many times. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like $70-ish for a PCB in Canadian monies is pretty normal. I don't know. I think it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. That's pretty much what I've paid for PCBs. I think I had to pick up a PCB for my F1 and it was around the same price. Well, yeah, they kind of talk about that actually, PCB costs. Someone brought this up in Discord the other day. You can get cheap PCBs, and I think you technically can buy this without a PCB and then source your own if it's H87 compatible. But I will say this too, guys, okay? I want everyone to understand this. For all the cheap PCBs out there, I don't know the longevity of those PCBs. Especially some of the new stuff that's been popping up. I don't know. I don't know the quality of those parts. You get, at the end of the day, not to say you get what you pay for, but to keep in mind that McLovin, yeah, exactly, is about $80 too. McLovin PCBs are expensive. Heine PCBs were always a bit expensive. Wilda PCBs were a bit expensive. I've used cheap PCBs, and those are usually the first PCBs that die or have no support going forward. So again, you can source your own. There are definitely cheap PCBs you can get, and I think that's the beauty of this. You don't have to buy it with the PCB. But also, I would very much encourage to not undervalue, or I guess not undervalue. I would encourage to not to look twice sometimes at the super duper cheap stuff and kind of ask yourself why that is. Because there are, to give you guys the truth, even when we sourced PCBs for the Manta, and we had problems with those, as you guys can tell, they were not anywhere close to us being able to sell them at $30 USD. You know what I mean? So again, quality matters for parts in the long run as well. If you're ordering maybe hundreds of thousands of them, then maybe they will go down in price. But what's wrong with them? Just keys not working? Oh, the Manta ones? The diodes were falling off. That's why we had to replace everyone's PCB almost, if they had a bad one. And yeah, fab support too. If you have a bad fab, it's not good. It's one of those things, right? All right, though, guys. Let's look some more at the board here. Let me actually share my screen. I will admit, I wish the pictures on their website were a smidge bigger, but it's okay. Here we go. Okay. So you can get this in WinKey or WinKeyless. And then you have dataless raw. I was going to say the same thing. Oh, but the pictures. Yeah, you know, can I like slightly make, okay, I'm going to block most of my screen. I do wish this was a bit larger or more up close for the guys at Nixkeys, because it's kind of tough to see what you're getting here. Just as a heads up. You have black, Hades burgundy, Gaia brown. Yeah, okay. Another thing too is I would maybe switch up some of the lighting to better show what colors people are getting to, just as a heads up. Remember, this is a top case only, guys. Artemis green, purple, blue. Ooh. So nice. Not a blue guy, but that's an interesting blue. How you doing, Macaron? How you doing, dude? 18 months? Thank you, bro. Patinaed aluminum, which I think is kind of like the standard patina. Black ice, which we've seen from them in the past. So this I actually know what it looks like, but I see the render thing does a decent job. Poison ivy. So these are all the custom patinaed ones, by the way, guys. That's why there's an $125 premium. You don't obviously have to get these ones here, but if you want some of the special stuff where it's kind of one of one, you are going to pay the premium there. For the bottom, you have black aluminum, raw, golden aluminum, copper aluminum. So these are just aluminum in the color of different things. And then you have patina. Actually, if I had to pick one here, let's kind of go with what I'd pick maybe. You know what? I kind of like the green. So let's go green and then let's go black. Actually, yeah, let's go black. So then accent-wise, this is going to be an accent on the top. We have black, raw, copper color. We have aged. Aged would be cool, actually. We can do a brass accent, a black ice accent. So this is kind of getting into the more premium accents here. I don't know. I also feel like if I'm going to go with a plain Jane color, I'm going to probably pick like aged. You know, I feel like that looks good. For the weight, we have sandblasted stainless, so that's going to be your default. And then we have raw machined. I do like that the raw and the stainless are interchangeable, so you have some choices here. If you do want some of the... Actually, wait a second. Pause one moment. Maybe I'm misreading this. The raw machined weight, is this aluminum for Nixkeys? Like, what material is this one here? Or is that stainless? Raw, okay, that's stainless too. Okay, so you have an aged stainless. You have a black stainless, brass patina. Oh, that'll be a wild bottom color. The board I have on hand is a prototype. Then we have some, actually, if I had to pick one, you know what? Be real with you guys, sandblast it. I've always been a sandblasted guy. Yeah, maybe I'd pick the raw. And then for the plate, we have aluminum PP plate, carbon fiber plate. I will say this to Nixkeys. The only thing, if I would actually nitpick pricing. I do feel like the pricing for plates are a smidge expensive. That is my only true nitpick when it comes to the pricing of things. I would like to see these plates be interchangeable with the aluminum and not just cost a bunch of extra money. So for example, like if I were to pay like an extra premium of $5 to $10, I feel like, okay, maybe that makes sense. But yeah, $30 just to swap the plate out. I don't know if this is in addition to the aluminum. No, this is the USD pricing I have on the website now. I'm using USD. That's an addition? Is there no way to get a... In addition, that's a lot better. But is there a way to just swap this out for a default plate? I want to make this very clear. The reason why I say this is because I feel like if you never had the intention to use aluminum, then you're kind of just buying a part that's going to sit in a box and rot. You know what I mean? So I would want customers to have the option to just to swap the plate they want as a default instead of creating more waste. You know what I mean? So kind of my thing there, because I do like the fact that we can get no PCB with this and lower the price. You know, for hot swap PCB is $55 and then 2 PCBs to give you a bit of a discount. So we're going to just do this with the PCB because I don't have one. Foam kit, $22, I would say, feels a bit pricey for a foam kit. Maybe $15 feels a bit better. But again, depends on how much you actually get with the foam kit here. I think most people probably wouldn't get a foam kit anyways, at least in my audience. Who you never know, people could. And then we have some custom engravings. I like the fact that this exists. I think this is so cool to offer to people. Gives another layer of customization if you're willing to pay the premium there. They have some artisan keycap bundles, which is also really, really cool. But yeah. Guys, can we not argue in chat, please? I don't know what we're arguing about, but... Hypotech audience, however, only wants foam. I mean, not true. Not true. And guys, again, I personally think that $55 for a PCB is about right. That makes sense. Okay? If you disagree, that's fine. That's okay. Let's make it clear. If you guys want to go get the $20 PCBs, I don't have any information on those. I've never used them. But you can use them. All our H87 and H88s are usually sold together. Oh, for like bundles, you mean? All right. And then next up, we have some patina / age my keycaps. I don't exactly know what this means. If selected, the aluminum keycaps will be aged and brass keycaps will be patinaed. Oh. I'm not too sure what that would look like. I guess just like the other stuff. And then we have desk mats. So you can add a desk pad for $25. Yeah, I'm with Crumpled on this. 55 is about right. It's a little expensive for TKL PCBs, but nothing crazy. Yeah, I think it's about right. Like I said, my other quarrels are like being able to select a plate. I think that's my other quarrels. Like I'd like that. And then I think the foam kit's a tad pricey too. Alrighty. Next up, we have the total price. So if I were to pick all this configuration, it's about $485 with the PCB. So again, on the premium side, tells you what you're picking over here. And then we have some stats on the keyboard. Again, I want better photos on the website too. It's hard to tell genuinely what color I'm probably getting. Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask one more time. If we continue to argue in chat, I will ban people. I'm not here for this. I'm not no one's parent. I'm not gonna fucking deal with it. All right. I'm not here. I'm not here to do that shit. Don't make me upset, please. I'm having a good day. Effective front height is 22.9 with the front height being 17 millimeter. Pretty good. Pretty good. 17 mil is super duper comfy. Top mounting gasket, and then we have PCB compatibility, which we've already talked about, and then the default. Oh, 5 pounds is kind of heavy, actually. Holy shit. Holy shit. Don't mess with goth, Alex. Bro, why do you guys keep thinking that? I'm wearing a Pikachu sweater. These guys. All right. Let's take a look now at the actual keyboard itself. Beefy keyboard. Yeah, 5 pounds is quite heavy. All right. Production cost for PCB blows your mind. In what way? Damn, are we all gonna have a big discussion on PCBs today? Okay. How can I pull this out nicely? Is there like a little strap thing? I don't want to like ruin this. Ooh. It's like the symbiote Spider-Man version of Alex. It's true. It is. Ooh. So wait, which one's this one here? This is interesting looking. This is nice. Patinaed aluminum? Wow. Admittingly, I don't love like the blue paired with the top, but this is sick. Ooh, my camera did not want to flip there. Where's it from? It should have been from Swag Keys, but I couldn't find it on their desk or their desk pad section. Ooh, I like this a lot. That is sweet. So this is the patinaed aluminum. Blue is the best color in the universe. We all have preferences. That looks sweet. What a cool texture this is. I like the black accent on this too. I think this suits it well. This is the blue, I guess, brass weight on the bottom. I've definitely seen this stuff from them before, like this type of patina. It looks sweet. I think I probably still would have gone like stainless if I had to pick one myself, but this is like super cool. The weight looks sick. Yeah, I like the theme on this too. Looks so cool, the patina top. Yeah, exactly. I like that a lot. Got a little dusty there, but here's the side profile. Oh, with the patina, this is sweet. I would say though, like in terms of side profile, this is not anything that like completely is out of the norm. Like I've definitely seen stuff like this before, but I think it works really, really well on this particular keyboard, especially if you end up getting one of the more fancy schmancy tops. But you know, the stepped little area over here does give it some depth. It doesn't just look like a box on wedge. Here is the back of the board. So you can see a little bit of that accent kind of waterfall downwards with a little bit of the weight peeking through too, which is nice. Cool. Very, very cool. Is there a clear coat? I don't know. You'd have to ask them. I don't think with most patinas you even, from what I understand, you don't really need clear coats. Oh, camera's freaking out. We do have some stepped internal design over here, and it does look like we have several spots for daughterboard cables. Looks like 2. I'm not too sure if both of those lead to the daughterboard. Very nice. And here's the front. Pretty low front, like we mentioned earlier. That is actually sick. Yeah, this is really cool. I think this definitely works better with some of the patina. Oh, my camera is just not liking the all black today. Someone mentioned before too about the PCB cost, and then I saw some people kind of talking about it as well. Last thing I'm gonna bring up with this, just because I feel like this is important, because we can't just look at raw costs for things when it comes to like a PCB and stuff. I think it's just very... Sorry, I'm going to have to go on a little tangent here. I'm sorry if you guys don't want to listen to me fucking yap, but I think it's also important to realize that like just because something might cost you $20 to manufacture doesn't mean it should be sold for $22 or $23. You have to remember too, like if you want to support your customer base and you want to have your customer base like have a good experience on something, you do need to have like a margin that allows you to do that without just kind of leaving everyone high and dry if something goes wrong. Like, do you think me and Bull would have been able to like be able to do everything for the Manta that we did if everything was just priced for like $2 above cost? Honestly, we would have been like fucked. But it allows us to kind of be like, okay, this gives us breathing room if people want to support the project, if something happens. And then we step in and take care of it. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying 22. Even at $29, it doesn't make sense. Well, $55 makes sense. We also have to consider the time it takes to do those things. If you want $40 makes sense too, sure, maybe. But like you also have to consider those things too with business. You can't just assume that like, okay, we saw someone else do it for $29, so that's the new base price. Because if that's the case, like we're not really leaving people, I guess, room to also like count themselves. Like I need a wage too for designing something. Like it doesn't always work that way. You know what I mean? It's tough. Like there's also prototyping phases of things. Like you have to make sure things work well. Your time of like shopping around for different manufacturers to produce your products. There's also import fees that maybe the vendors will take care of on your behalf, right? So like there's lots of things. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that like you should spend less or should spend more. But it's just like I also want to consider there are more aspects than what you might think on like the front end of things. Because here's a great example too. Everyone says they want, like Helheim Design got the Milmac sockets installed into the PCBs. Do you know how many times I've asked PCB manufacturers if they do Milmac sockets? Do you know the price is fucking insane? And it's not even for the parts, it's just getting them to do it. And I'm shocked that he did it for that pricing, and that might have been like a one-off thing, but it doesn't mean that it's easily you can't just replicate it all the time either. So there's different variables that go into things too. Like maybe you don't get a great price at the manufacturer. Maybe like you're the person that just says like, hey, we're pricing it at $5 more than we would for every other customer, and you're just not getting lucky with price. There's tons of variables, and it's also, I think it's also kind of unfair to say that, like, all right, if someone can do it at like $35, you know, like, that's the new norm. When we're not considering like the quality of parts, we're not considering like people's time for things, we're not considering like for the business itself, employees, overhead, all that stuff. So again, I'm not saying anyone's wrong or right. I just want people to open their minds a little bit to say, like, all right, there could be variables. At the end of the day, $55 for me is pretty much the normal price for a PCB, especially a TKL PCB. Okay, so that's my opinion on that, and genuinely what I think is pretty normal in the hobby. If you want to not give a shit about like the $55 PCBs and only want lower, vote with your wallet. Don't buy the PCBs. Don't buy the project. Don't buy anything. Buy your $30 PCBs. If those work well for you, then so be it. It's all personal preference. No one's forcing you to buy anything. That's it at the end of the day. I think it's just like, I get a little sensitive about these kind of things too, because I see it so often in my comment sections on YouTube of just like raw costs for things without considering anybody in between who earns a living off of trying to create the things that people want. So that's it. That's all I want to point out. No one's wrong. No one's right here. I just feel like it's unfair to be angry at a $55 PCB when that's been the norm for ages. And it still is. And in fact, might even be a bit cheaper than some of the more high-end PCBs. That's all. That's all I want to point out. That's it. No one's wrong. No one's right. We all have different opinions. There's no need to go after everyone, too. No one needs to be arguing over this. Well, yeah, and we can't even count things like QK and stuff, you know what I mean? We can't count them because they're doing MOQs of, like, fucking insanity, you know what I mean? QK PCBs are super expensive. I don't even know what their PCB costs are separately, but if they are charging a lot, then so be it. Maybe they're making a fucking killing off PCBs, and good for them. They can do whatever they want. You know what I mean? Hope's Hot Swap PCB actually lost money despite being $60. People completely forget that scale helps so much and completely ignore PCB designer fees and royalties, which they rightly deserve. Yes. Exactly. They're making money on the PCB versus the board. Yeah. I'm with Shiba on this. Let's build this thing. All right. Looks sick from the side view too. Let's grab our stabilizers and a cork desk pad here, because I don't want to get this brand new desk pad dirty. GMK Norse? I don't know. I was actually thinking something colorful in this. Are you guys gonna be mad if I choose a colorful keycap set for this today? I feel like it would just work. Boneyard? Oh, man. Alex, I found the desk pad on Swag Keys. Dude, where? I cannot find it. I couldn't search it either. I tried looking in their desk pad section. Modern mats? Oh, it's under a bundle. I did not see that. Okay. I did not realize there was a bundle of things. Oh, my bad. I thought that was one desk pad. Mutagen will look disgusting. Oh shit, Mutagen would actually be insane on this, dude. I don't own high-vis. I don't mind high-vis. I don't think high-vis is my thing. High-vis might look cool on this though. Like I said, something super bright with the aged aluminum would be like fucking sick, but yeah, I don't actually own that. Unobtainium would be nice. Also don't have that set. Is that set even shipped yet? Okay, we need this. Try to complement the blue underneath. Nuh-uh. Okay, we're gonna do 5 stabs today, so. Let's do 5 here. Let's discuss all the options and settle on Mars Cadet. You know, Mars Cadet would look sick. Was it shipped a few months ago? Man, I have not been keeping up with what's been shipped. I obtained it. This will have Alps support too. Yeah, I think there's Alps, and then I think they mentioned something about EC support in the future, but I didn't see anything about EC on the group buy page. I did see EC support stuff and even some HE support stuff on the main page, but not the group buy page. So something to keep a note there, in mind there too. Is there an EC kit on the website? I didn't see one. Like being sold with it, I mean? I didn't see anything. We just went over it too. Am I blind? I'll check it. I'll take a look here in a second. Was there an Alps kit too? Am I not seeing things? Hold on a moment. Was this on a separate page or is this on the main group buy page? Let's see. No Alps kit at the moment. EC is available too, purchasing during the GB. Is it on a separate page though? Oh, maybe it's under add-ons. No, it's not. Is it? No, it's not. It has its own page. Oh, okay. I did not realize that. Oh, EC kit. Here we go. So the EC kit is $225, which is, I would say, like, sounds right for all the EC parts. EC is expensive, man. And that's a full kit. Are we talking about the about blind? What's y'all's glasses prescription? Negative, I think negative 5.6 now in both eyes. Don't make fun of me, please. What kind of EC parts are they? They look like Metapulse. Metapulse. One's Metapulse and one just says Blue Series, which is also Metapulse, I believe. And does that come with a PCB? And it comes with a Sipulot PCB. Which SIP's awesome, dude. We love SIP PCB. Well, I like SIP PCBs. The SIP PCB alone is a good part to have, despite if you like Metal Pulse or not. Negative 8.25? Dude, Ad, I did not know your vision was that bad. I thought mine was terrible. SIP has been a godsend for custom ECs. Yeah, he's been making some cool stuff. I inherited very shit eyesight. What's a UDP PCB? I'm sorry, what, Nemo? Oh, the one that I actually don't know exactly. If it's an Alps thing, I don't know much about Alps. I've only built Alps for people who are shipping me all the parts, and I kind of like understand how to put things together. But I really never dabbled with Alps at all. Before fulfillment, all plate files will be available too. That's awesome to see. We like to see that. Well, now I wish I could afford this. I have some blue Alps I need to desolder. I think I've only ever done 2 Alps builds ever in my life. I'll be honest with you, I don't personally love Alps stuff. I don't know, it just didn't tickle my fancy. Maybe I need to retry it. Because the last Alps build I did was like a year and a half ago. But it didn't really tickle my fancy at all. Wasn't something for me. Oh, Unified Daughterboard. That's the short form for it. Ah, I see. So you hate people that like Alps. What the fuck? I've never seen the abbreviation for it. I just like clicky boards and Alps sounds feel the best for that. Are all Alps kind of clicky? Again, I've never really dabbled with them, so I'm not too sure. But you do hate waffles? Okay, first of all, I don't hate waffles. I prefer pancakes. Just so we can get that off the table. All right? Just so we can. There's linears and tactiles too. Are they kind of expensive to get into? I guess we use all of them. Okay, we use all of these things today. It's not so much that I don't like waffles, because I get they collect toppings and stuff. I think I just prefer the softness of a pancake. Like, I've made some pretty good waffles in my lifetime. I've also made some pretty damn good pancakes. And I will say, I think just cutting into a soft pancake with the way that I do it, I just prefer. Okay, Alquan, you know what, guys? It's just my preference. No one make fun of me, please. Finally snagged the Manta after many regrets of not getting to join the GB. Where'd you get it from? Unless you source the switches from the old boards themselves. Yeah. You could do that and then save yourself some money, probably. Pancakes are tiers above. See, I think this is an argument we should all go at each other's throat and chat for, you know? Pancakes versus waffles. Where it's a bit more fun. This is the stuff we should do. It depends on where you live for Alps. They can be expensive if you need to import them from China. I've never even looked at the cost of them. I think it's just because I've done them like early on in my keyboard journey, and then just, I guess, decided that I didn't like them. It's like EC. EC was never on my radar until sort of recent. But now I really like EC stuff. So maybe my answer will change. Crepes? You know, actually, if I be honest with you guys, I'm not really a crepe guy. I've never gone out of my... I've tried, you know, I've had good crepes before. I've never gone out of my way to get them, though. I don't know. I feel like crepes are also really expensive when you go out. Like, really, really expensive. Maybe it's just me. Also, thank you guys for all being here. Thank you for the subs today, guys. Macaroon, I don't know if I thanked you. John, Utoy, thank you guys. What do you call this kind of finish on the Eclipse? I think this is their patinaed aluminum, which does carry a bit of a higher price point. Again, I want to make it super duper clear that I know this board's definitely on the higher side compared to what we've been seeing a lot of recently on the hobby. So there are a few things to consider. Obviously, I mentioned before, it's a Canadian business. Canada, I have a soft spot for, knowing that there are some extra fees that we pay here for things. But ultimately, I'm going to be trying to go as much into detail about what I see about this board, which we've kind of already seen in the taking a look at the product page. But I do have high expectations. Super duper high expectations. Oh, really? It's the opposite in Nigeria? For pancakes and crepes? I've never tried to make crepes at home. Never, ever. More of a crepe guy? No, I'm not into crepes at all. I think I've just, again, I know this sounds super one-sided, but I'm more of a pancake guy. I like my pancakes. I like making them. I like putting a little cinnamon. I like putting a little bit of chocolate chips into the batter. All right, nice maple syrup. Beautiful. Nice.
I've been using 7 volts
Shaxi,
for years now and looking to get some sweet-looking TKL. Any recommendations?
Maybe the one today. I know there's a bunch of other TKLs coming out. Like, how unique of a TKL are you looking for? Like, there's a lot of good ones, you know? Also, give me one sec, guys. I really need to use the restroom. One moment, please. What are we doing? We're having a party? It's actually the first time I've seen him use the restroom on stream. Wild. The hell? I've definitely done it a few times. Did you wash your hands? Always, dude. Dude, I wash my hands for literally everything. I'm one of those people that overwash my hands in a bad way. Like, not healthy way. To the point where I dry out my hands. So... Show the cooking finger wash. Dude, I cook and I wash my hands so often when I touch everything. Like, I don't know why and how I started doing this. For what reason? No clue. Dry hands save your keycaps? Yeah, exactly, guys. Exactly. I'm gonna use some XHT BDZ on these. I'm running low on my 205, and my other little syringe hasn't arrived yet, so let's do some quick old XHT BDZ. Do you guys leave a fork lying around when you're making food like every guy? No, actually, okay. Don't make fun of me for this. Don't make fun of me for this, but okay. You know what I do? I don't know what you mean by leaving a fork around, but this is how I like, when I'm not done with the utensil and I don't have a little stand thing for it, because I only have one of those things. So imagine this is the edge of the kitchen sink. This is the sink. I'll do one of these with a bunch of different utensils where they slightly hang off. Apparently that's like a guy thing, but like I do that and then the kitchen sink just looks like a bunch of weird random utensils where it's like, yeah, every guy does that. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to like throw it somewhere. Like, I also want to keep it clean. Like, this part I don't want to contaminate with anything else, you know? So I leave it hanging. Oh, man. But yeah, that's what I do. I think that's my bad habit. Okay, big boss. You know what? You know what, big boss? You're right. I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry, boss. Let me shut up. Let me build the keyboard, boss. I'm sorry. Really sorry about that one. Let me just not talk anymore. Let's not have fun while we're building a keyboard. Let's just all be really fucking serious all the fucking time and just build a keyboard and not talk. I'm sorry, boss. That's my bad. I'm so sorry, boss. Sorry, boss. Let's shut up right now. It's my bad. No music too, because no fun. Let's just not have fun. Really sorry, boss. Really sorry about that one there. Really, it's my bad, boss. It's the burnt peanut way. Sorry, boss. Sorry, boss. My bad, boss. Let's keep on building things. Stop talking right now. Let's just shut up and build things from now on. Just won't say anything ever again. Don't want to get in trouble. Don't want to get in trouble. Keep on building. Stabs are coming along. I know it's an hour in, but my bad, boss. Everyone having fun? Everyone chilling? Finally, fuck you, dude. This guy, dude. Oh man. Oh, sorry, I'm laughing. My bad. I'll continue to build. That's my B there. That's my B. I didn't mean to do that. I'll continue. Let me just do this real quick. Tw 20 minutes is the most we should be streaming, I think. Talking too much? Yeah. Fuck enjoying ourselves. We shouldn't do that. Should I turn my camera off? Should I just prep the build for the stream and then... Just this. Thank you, boss. I appreciate that. Thank you, boss. Thank you. He was nice to us today. Maybe I'll get paid. Getting a little nervous. I thought boss was mad at me. Thought he was mad. I noticed you're using BDZ more than dielectric grease. The honest truth is because dielectric grease is not really something I like using with some of the more modern stabs. Like, for example, on night stabs, I find that dielectric grease, even when I put a little bit of it, is pretty much like too thick and like clogs up the stab. So Alex got hired as an independent contractor. She doesn't get paid benefits or employment. What a shame. Yeah, for real. It's the funniest 10 minutes I've seen on a stream. I'm glad you're laughing to me. Gotta keep the boss happy. Fuck. Everyone's being a little testy with me today, huh? Is everyone having a good Sunday or what's going on? It's a Sunday. We should all be chilling. I like a very light coat of BDZ on the top of the wire for night stabs. Yeah, BDZ is just a little bit thinner in the long run if you do it correctly versus dielectric grease. I still think dielectric grease in like terms of just pure value is so hard to beat, but it does depend on the stabs you're using. Like you can get away with just a little bit of XHT obviously, and it works super duper worth it. So, is there any negative sides to using BDZ on night stabs? No, if you're doing a little bit of BDZ, you're fine. Like you're good. The moment you decide to go overboard though, you're cooked. It can clog up the stab, and then on top of that, it can settle down underneath, so. You may hear this a lot, Alex, but know that your stream is one of the highlights of my week. Thank you. I appreciate that for your tech. Thank you, man. That's very kind of you. Thank you and wishing you continued success. Appreciate you, bro. I try my best. Give us another food take so everyone can argue with you again. I think nectarines, peaches, and pears, I like them a little bit firm and not soft. I don't know if that's a good take or a bad take. I think that's a pretty lukewarm take, but let's just riff off that. I think they have to be firm. Cold take? Province tier list? I'm not doing that. How's shawarma in Toronto? It depends. I've had some pretty bad shawarmas here, and I've also had some really, really good shawarmas. But I think there's just so many shawarma spots that it's hard to tell. Like, I don't know. I feel like they vary so fucking much, too. All right. Pop this guy in. Quebec and PEI are... No, they're not. Wait, why is PEI F tier, Alquan? I'm just going to screw these in one at a time, because I feel like these are a little loose on this PCB here. Screwdriver. The prairies are D tier? What the hell, guys? What are these takes? TTC XPTs or yogurts for you. If I had to pick one to use forever, I'd pick TTC XPTs. Here's another take I can... Actually, I don't know if you guys have this in the States. St. Louis wings. I don't know if you've ever had a brand called St. Louis. I think they're terrible. Actually, I would go on the limb and say that, honestly, most wing places that I've been to these days are absolute trash. I don't know what happened with wing places. But every wing place I know just like fell down the shitter. Wait, am I allowed to talk about this? Should I just be pulling the keyboard? I don't know. Did boss clear this? Are we allowed to talk about this shit? It's not keyboard related. Just want to make sure. Is boss still in chat? If he clears it, we can talk. Never heard of them in the US. Oh, maybe it is a Canadian thing. Wings were like good in 2010. Now they're terrible. Go on. Okay, boss cleared it. Boss cleared it. No, Big Boss is still here. Wings were good in 2010 though. I'm with you on that, man. Now wings are like $20 for a pound, and it's like mostly bones. Thank you. Appreciate you, boss. I cannot relate. Dude, Wingstop is like, I like Wingstop. Don't get me wrong. It's just really expensive here in Canada. It's hard for me to justify that one, man. Like, I used to kind of sort of treat myself to Wingstop, but is mid way too expensive? Yeah, it is. If they were cheaper and they were the way they were, honestly, I would go there so often. But because they're expensive, I think the price literally makes them mid. Dude, I love their fries. Holy shit, Drew. Also super expensive just to get fries from them. Flanagan still gives you 10 wings. Is that an American chain or something? Frost, how you doing, man? Oh, actually, you know what? I gotta say this. Yesterday, we were doing babysitting, and then we ordered some pizza for all of us. So, we ordered Domino's, and I haven't had Domino's in a long time. Yo, can I just tell you guys? I am never ordering Domino's again. That was terrible. Pizza Hut's trash now. Domino's is trash in my opinion. I want to maybe chalk it up to, was it a bad pizza that we got? But we got two, and they were both terrible. So, it's a mix ineffable. It's like helping out plus to see. To see how we would do. Local pizza places, all the fast food ones suck. The only one I kind of like these days, you guys are going to hate me for this, because this is a topic we brought up, is Little C's. Little C's is the fucking best, you know what I'm saying? And then another one that I really like for fast food is a Canadian one called Pizza Nova. Local Pizza charges $30 fucking for a large pie, bro. Depends on where you go, but I'm actually with Crumpled on that. Depending on where you go, they can be... Pizza Nova is pretty good. Hold up a sec. Pizza Nova is not even expensive. No, I feel like the pizza I had yesterday from Domino's, it was $9 for one of the pizzas, and it was, I would say, honestly, worse than Pizza Hut. And I don't like pizza. I'm like number one hater. I like Papa John's. Papa John's, Pizza Nova, and Little C's are on my top tier list for fast food pizzas now. What is going on with this one stab here? Oh, I forgot to put a washer, but that's okay. Support local restaurants. I don't understand people that go to chain restaurants. Jordan, I like you for starting this conversation right now. I also love supporting small restaurants and stuff too. So, would you guys rather get like a $10 pizza, and be like questionable quality, like you could have a good one or could have a bad one, you never know? Or would you rather go for that, like the $30 pizza or $25 pizza that would be like good every time? And you know the owners, so you know if you get a bad pizza, they're going to replace it for you. If I get a pizza, I'm getting good pizza. Costco pizza? I've actually never had Costco pizza. I didn't grow up on Costco, so. Expensive pizzas don't feel worth. Get a good pizza that you know you'll remember. I like that train of thought. It's almost like PCBs. Costco pizza tastes like cardboard. I've never had it, so I've only ever had their hot dogs. I like their hot dogs. Dude, their hot dogs though, holy shit. Yo, I bought some of them to take home. Yo, I did not realize the sodium in some of those hot dogs are like, it's insane. Like, they're not good for you, obviously. You gotta have like one. But yeah, it's crazy. I did not realize it. Hot dogs in general, though, I know they're not. No, Insty. I gotta say though, listen, I looked at the stats, you know, versus like the Costco ones versus some of the other ones. The Costco ones have a lot of extra shit inside of them. They're actually pretty bad for you, but I love them. They're so good. They're so fucking good, dude. I would always eat them. Yeah, it's true. The blood pressure with Costco hot dogs is pretty crazy. Just depends on what your vibe is. I don't know what the best pizza I've ever had. Honestly, every pizza that I get here in Toronto, I'm like kind of meh on. I really want to try that Battialdi pizza or whatever. But I'm very meh on pizzas in Toronto. I feel like a lot of them are so mid, dude. I really, if I ever have some spare time, I want to start doing my own dough and stuff, and I want to get one of those like pizza slabs and try it myself. I think that would be a really fun thing to learn. I think that would be a bit time consuming though. Let's double check these stabs and we'll do plate and then some switches. Spare time, what is that? Yeah, these days I can't find any. They're all gone. Rule of thumb at the pizza place is just some dude's thumb, or thumb, Jesus. If it is a thumb, it might have some problems, but some dude's name, it's probably just going to be solid. We have had Andy's and Johnny's here and they both slap. I find the worse the place looks sometimes the better the place is too. Some of the more like fancy marketed ones are kind of ass. You know, like the ones that go too crazy in marketing. Oh, has this camera been freaking out the entire time? Cool. Am I going to build the Stinga? I have no clue. I don't know what the plan is with Stinga content for people in North America. There are a bunch of great pizza books in that cookbook file I sent you. Dude, I heard pizza steels are like the way. It's funny you mentioned that. Also, aluminum or should we do PP today, guys? I'm doing Nixies. I'm thinking PP. But I'll let you guys pick. Should we put a... Insty, can you make a poll real quick? Full brick oven in the backyard? Fuck, that'd be sick. I don't think I have space at all for that anywhere, though. That would be sick. All right, vote, guys. Vote for your plates. Aluminum is classic. I think the aluminum will pair really well with Nixies. Nixies are a smidge of a lighter switch. PP, though, would be great for top milk, for sure. Pizza crusts always suck. They're on purpose to be handled. Wait, what? Whoa. Zonas. I like pizza crust, though. I don't know about that, Chief. I actually love pizza crusts. They're so fucking good. It's honestly the thing I look forward to the most. I like them so much, but I guess everyone's different. I know people who hate pizza crusts. I remember there was a really good pizza we got with friends, and someone threw away the crust, and I was so disappointed because they did not like it. I love them. To each their own. Everyone's different, obviously. Everyone's different. Everyone's allowed to have their own thoughts. You know? I love them, though. So good. So good. All right, looks like PP is winning, guys. A few more seconds for the voting here. Cannot tolerate the pizza crust slander, says Min. You can make a pizza with a cast iron pan? Would that be more considered of a pan pizza, though? Gotta run. Some errands. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye, Phoenix. Take care. So many softies in the chat voting for PP. I voted for PP too, so I'm part of the softie crew. Here's one of my favorite homemade Zaws. Oh, is this going to be like... Ooh, that does look good. Are these all your food? Did you make all this? What the fuck? Why does this all look like professional? All right. Drudge, you got to tell me if you made all that, dude. Okay, we're doing PP. PP it is. It's all from those cookbooks. Holy shit, dude, that little killer. I'm 2 hours into a training session. You showed me pizza. I have an hour left. I need pizza redemption today. I think that's why I'm doing this to everyone. Kind of low-key want to get pizza tonight, but we probably shouldn't because I had two and a half slices yesterday. Well, technically it was 3. One of the slices was like pathetically small, so that's why I'm calling it half. What was the model of the keyboard used in the beginning? The gray keyboard. This one? This is called the Stratum TKL. I don't think it's available at all anymore. Yeah, the top mount tabs are quite tiny on this. I'm curious if this is going to be a bit of a stiffer overall build. Look how small these little tabs are. Interesting, very interesting. We do have some flex cuts, some relief. I'd call these more relief cuts all over the plate. It's present on both of them. I'm surprised to see them on the PP. Like, very surprised. Typically, we don't see those at all on soft plates like this. But let's take a look. Let's build this up, see what it sounds like. I'm going to need a plate fork, though. For sure. Are there pizza switches? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like there probably is somewhere. Someone made a pizza switch somewhere. And we're using some Nixies today. I've done these with, believe it or not, 65 gram springs. I wanted a little bit of a heavier switch today. Does flex cut on a plate affect sound? Well, I would personally say it can. Less than the PCB, but it can. I would say not in the detrimental way that the PCB does, though. I think it's more of just a variable way. Like, in a good sense. Well, it can be. Fuck. There's just so many variables, man. Wait till some design studio comes with the HMX Enter Pizza variant. Oh, yeah. The mozzarella switch. The 3 meats switch. The body looks so good. I wonder how it looks at the end. Yeah, I think we got to really decide on what we're pairing this with today. Really got to decide. All right, I can tell you guys this though. If you guys do get a plastic plate for this particular build, definitely source a 3D printed or some sort of plate fork somewhere. HMX pesto would work well. Dude, I love pesto sauce. Fuck, I'm sorry if we're talking about food, everybody. I don't know. I hate the scratchy keyboard sounds. My MacBook has that, and it drives me insane. Your MacBook does? Like an old MacBook? I love scratchy switches. But I mean, that's the beauty about keyboards and building these things, right? Everyone has different preferences. These are a 65 gram 18 millimeter spring for this. And then I've used 204, I would say bit more than light coat. And then what else did I put in these? Some Swag Keys films. I'm blaming you for the fact that I ordered a pizza. What did you order? Tell us the order. It's an M1 Max 16-inch. So that's the new switches. Really? Those are scratchy for you? We will be including plate forks with production units. Oh, nice! That's a nice surprise. So Nixie said they're gonna supply one. They're only a few bucks. I like that. I like the fact they're gonna come with the keyboard. I feel like for a little while though, people were including them with boards, and then they kind of stopped. That's why I have so many. I have like 15. For a while there, we got a few of them, and then everyone just decided no more. I appreciate that though. That's a nice little thoughtful thing to give with the keyboard too. Been craving pizza for a week, Wingy? HMX Marinara and HMX Alfredo coming soon. Oh, God. Can I ask you guys a real question? Not to sound insensitive. That's the key word there, right? Not to. Is there a big market for Alfredo sauce and pizza? Like the white sauce? Every time I've had it, I've hated it. Hey North, how you doing? But I feel like so many pizza places have it. I hate it. It's like, to me, it tastes nasty. But I've never seen, like, I don't know, I've never seen someone order it. As an Italian, I die when I see it. Yeah. So insensitive. Sorry, Oz. This stream has been funded by Big Pizza. I'm so sorry, Vip. Is it dinner time? It's 2 o'clock. It's not that late. Yeah. No, the white sauce in the lasagna. I don't think that's that. I've never had Alfredo sauce in like a lasagna before. I'm not even a big fan of Alfredo though. Alfredo's purely an American thing, like ranch. It needs to stop being a thing. I think the only place making white sauce work is Connecticut, where they have unique seafood pizzas. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I can see that working. What about chicken, bacon, and ranch? I'm not a ranch guy, first of all. So I don't even want to comment on that. But like chicken pizza, I think chicken pizza is a bit heavy for me. I like a simple pizza. I like pepperoni, a little bit of bacon if possible. Maybe, even if I'm feeling it. It has to be like a thing I'm feeling. And then on pizzas, I don't know. My other pizza, my go-to, if I'm not feeling the pepperoni, is just 4 cheese. Alex, please read Blood's comment. Where? There's Doodoo Pizza. Is it called Doodoo? Dodo? And they use mayonnaise sauce instead of tomato sauce. Mayonnaise sauce? Ooh, I don't know. I'm not already a huge mayo guy. That sounds like a lot. Straight to jail. Tomato, yeah, I don't know. Tomato's like, I don't know about that one there. I think I just puked in my mouth a little bit. Dodo is just chopped. Where is this place? Any car guys in chat know of a good jumper pack? You guys have any car opinions? KB needs some help. I don't even know what that is. I'm guessing something to start the car if your battery dies. I'm not really a car guy, so. I get mayo on a pizza, I will fuck someone up. I don't know. Mayo should never be heated. Yeah, I guess there's also that sense. Like, I can't even picture how that would taste. Are you still a Moira man? Yeah, nothing's changed. I played a few rounds the other day. I'm gonna be honest though. I don't know. It takes a lot for me to want to get back into Overwatch. I'm nowhere close to my Overwatch phase right now. Like, nowhere close. Let's play ARAM. Well, soon I might not be able to play League because they're taking it off Mac OS. For a little bit anyways, so I've been told. Play Rainbow Six Siege instead. It's another game I can't get into. Suddenly this guy only games on Mac. Okay, when I play League, I like playing on my laptop. What happened to your PC? Keep a buck with you guys. I fucking hate playing games on my computer in the summer. It's too hot in that room, all right? It heats up, and then I just feel like disgusting. So I kind of hate playing games in that. So I'd rather like play on my laptop somewhere where it's cool. Maybe even at night, it gets like disgustingly hot in there. I feel like, I don't know, it's most people's experience with playing games in the summer when you don't have great AC. Because I don't have great AC. I have just okay AC. That's why I don't even have the case in the room. I could not do that though. I would have to put some holes in the wall, maybe. I don't know where else I can even put it. We don't have a big place. I decided to finally play Far Cry 6 to see if it's really that bad. So far, it's amazing. Which one's 6 again? What's the theme on that? I played it. I just don't remember which one that one there is. I can't play Siege knowing how good it was 6 years ago. There's also that too. The game has changed a lot. I moved my PC in the living room because the second bedroom gets way too hot. So how are you, like, do you just run cables? Because I did see, I don't know, I saw this like post, you know, when you're like doom scrolling, you know? Saw some guy, so what we have the only place where there's already holes in the wall is the TV. And I think potentially I could drop cables from like the top to the bottom and just have it there without needing to puncture holes. But like, I also don't know where I'd put the case. Like, that's the thing. Like, it would just be it would stick out like a sore thumb anywhere else in my place, you know? Even if I could like rip a hole into any wall that I want right now and feel good about it, I don't have a spot for it. I think that's my like crawl space. That sounds like it would get dirty really quick and very dusty. I don't know where I'd put it. That's the other problem, right? Far Cry 6 is personally offensive to me. Which one's that about again? Did we answer that question? I must have missed that. Goofy as hell. I don't see the comment on that one there. Oh, it's the one in fictional version of Cuba. I did play that one there. It wasn't that bad, that one there. I feel like it wasn't that bad. I still think my favorite Far Cry, which is very different from the current day format of Far Cry, was the original one. Can we get a hashtag cars in Discord? Honestly, we probably should. I feel like that'd be an interesting place to have conversations. I can make one later. OG Far Cry was so good, though. Blood Dragon. Wasn't that more of like a mini game? Was that a full-fledged game? Far Cry 3 was the peak of the series. I think the voice acting in Far Cry 3 was fantastic. Far Cry 2 was malaria simulator and just managing your malaria the entire game. We need to buy a car soon. Do you like your Subaru? Yeah, I would say it's been good, I'd say. We don't drive that often though. So we haven't put a lot of kilometers on it. But I would say, like, we're both happy with it. Plus, like, I don't know. I feel like out of all the options we could have picked, this gives us some flexibility. Because it wasn't super expensive. And then on top of that, if we want to use it for anything other than city stuff, I feel like we'll be good. I feel like the gas on it's, like, maybe a little bit below what I was hoping, like the consumption of it. But yeah, I've been having a good time with it. It's good. My fiance drives it way more than I do, but I don't have anywhere to go. I just do keyboard stuff at home. What screwdriver set do you use? I bought a few on Amazon and they all sucked. I got this one here from Geon, but this is the notch set. I don't know if they still have this though. It's really good. 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, let's open this thing up. So, ooh, these are tiny little screws in the back. Subaru made a hybrid of the Crosstrek, and then they stopped it for a year, and I think it just came back this year. But I've heard, I don't know, I heard mixed things about it. Heard some people say that it's not worth it. I've heard some people say that it's good. I think they've kind of like used new tech for it or something. Will you ever know pre-order numbers of Schema? Yes, we'll let you guys know once we finalize everything. There's still some vendors who left it open for the weekend, so give us like a week and we'll tell you guys. Actually, I kind of like these tiny little screws. Oh, does Bull have the screwdriver too? Never mind. Few people have it. It's the notch one. You can get the Swag Keys one, the Geon one, doesn't matter. I swear to God, though, guys, if Boss isn't here when we do the sound test, I'm gonna freak out. He better be here. He better. Oh my God. Too many flat surfaces on my desk right now. Okay, so shall we start with top mount? What do you guys think? Waiting patiently? Thank you, boss. Appreciate you, man. Let's grab all our parts again. Okay, so the dampeners, I think, just go in here into these little slots. So here's the conundrum now. We have a bunch of ways to build this. Do we just go straight? So dampeners are optional. Do we just go straight top mount? So the dampeners are going to be like force brakes. Should we just try without first? I feel like it's not that difficult to get into this case. What do you guys think? Or should we just use the dampeners? I personally kind of want to see the experience with... Ooh, this is nice on the inside too. Holy shit. I like the fact that this is done on the internals as well. For the price, I think it's definitely a nice touch to have it on the internals too. That's cool. Okay, let's do without the dampeners first. So we do have slightly different spots here on the top and bottom, which is good. We like this. Well, I like to see that. So this isn't just a top mount that sits. How can I word this? Sits in really default plate positions for this, which is good. Some thought was put into this, which is what you want to see at this price point. Price is with the PCB about $480-ish. I think $45 with the PCB. USD, so it is on the higher end. And then if you want any of the bells and whistles, you are going to be paying a bit of a premium. Different bit for this though. I would like to see all the screws one bit size. That would be very, very convenient. Where would I put my... One bit size would be super duper nice if you guys can pull that off. That'll be done in production too. Wonderful, wonderful. Hi, Destin. How you doing, man? Thank you, Oz. I appreciate the kind words. Hello? You want a seat inside the screw or what? Guess not. Guys, I don't know what me and Bull are going to do next. We're trying to take it day by day, all right? We don't know. We don't know. Just relaxing, enjoying some coffee. Thought I'd stop by. Hoping the week has been treating you well, my friend. I would say it's been a better week this week. I was sick, like, I don't know, a little while ago, and it just lingered, dude. Like, it lingered so much to the point where I was getting kind of frustrated. Oh, that's a different screw. That's why. That is a totally different screw in there. That is why I was having trouble with that one. I mean, no, I'm not. Like, I'm way better. But you guys probably can't tell, but I still don't have my full range of, like, I don't have a lot of vocal range anyways, but I still don't have it back. Like, I can still feel it irritating my throat whenever I try to talk, like in a certain aspect. But yeah, it's not completely healed. Oh, let me just fix this screw here. Also, another small little bit too, and I don't know if you're changing the screws for this too. I'll just double check so I'm not talking out of my ass. Are you going to be making these non-countersunk? I would probably recommend non-countersunk screws for the top mount since there's no need for it to be. So it has more of an area for it to kind of, I don't know, like more surface area for it to like, there'll be non-countersunk. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know that's like a really weird small thing, but yeah, I think it just makes a big difference for like how the end build works, you know? Okay, let's do this now. And then let's put this in. Nixie's with the top looks crazy. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this will sound like. Okay. I heard Neo's working on a new 75. Ooh, I don't know about that. That I'm not too sure about. Different bit, I forgot. New Neo 75? I know they're having some new products. I just don't know what they are. It's nice today. I'm kind of chilly today, to be honest with you. But it's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of blue myself. I think this with the aluminum, like if this was all silver, ooh. But I have to say, just to show you guys some different materials, I think it's smart they sent this over with the brass and the top being the patinaed aluminum. This looks fantastic. But this would definitely be more of an expensive configuration. I think if it was me, obviously, you guys do whatever you guys want with your money. If it was me, though, I'd get something patinaed for the top, and maybe I would just stick with like a stainless bottom. They're talking about blue, different blue pieces. Oh. Whatever that other blue they're using actually looks kind of cool, actually. I don't know if I'd get it, but I'm not a blue guy. I didn't even keep a blue manta. I just, you know, we were talking about it and I was telling Bull, I'm like, yeah, maybe we should keep one of every color just for funsies for us. And I just decided, no, I don't want blue. We know you hate blue. Just wait till bro finds out what color the sky and ocean is. Excuse me. The ocean's not actually blue, it just reflects off the sky, so. Technically. This guy's also not blue. Technically, he's right. Technically, some big technicalities. L blue hater. All right, guys. I don't want to get into the science. I'm not that smart, please. Eminem said in an interview that this guy was orange, and I believe him, to be honest. Probably is. See one piece of dust that just like flew out of nowhere. You see that? Ooh, this looks sick. See, I think the yellow PCB is really showing me that some bright keycaps would be fucking sweet on this. Ooh. Can we use Gorp today? Would Gorp look nice on this or no? Can I finally use Gorp? Language? My bad. Keep thinking of Jurassic Park. Concrete? Not a Gorp board? Alright, what are we doing then? Ada? I don't have Ada. I don't have RNG. I have none of like the really bright orange sets. Believe it or not, I don't think I want a bright orange or even like high-vis. I don't think those are my kind of sets. Would you guys want mutagen on this? Future Funk might look sweet on this too, actually. No Muta. Striker or Riot? They're great sets, Hovering. I don't know if they're for me. GMK Modern Mats Concrete? Again, Modern Mats? I don't have Star. Do it then, Ed. You won't. We just used, yeah, we used concrete 2 days ago, for real, for real. I mean, we can use a plain set. Here, let me go to plain set. I think you guys are right with that. I think you guys are right. I think we need to go something like very, very basic and simple today. I do agree. I'm actually down for future funk if you guys are. I don't actually. Hold on, let me see how that works. It's been chosen. Never mind. I'm not mad about that, by the way. I'm pumped for mutagen. I think it'll look sick on this. It's what you guys. Okay? Everyone hates mutagen. It's so nice. Hey, I actually think beige would look sick on this. To be fair though, minus some neutral colors would also make the board snap like really stand out, because I do think this kind of carries a lot of the visuals. I think this is gonna be sick though. To be fair, Mudbeam would look sick too. Dude, this is gonna be sick. I kind of like the mutagen pick. I ain't even gonna lie. Jurassic Park? Oh fuck, it does give me some Jurassic Park vibes. No, it's only one per stream. It's like toxic waste sludge. It's sick. Yeah, it's gonna be so cool. Is this Despot from 2020? I don't know. I think it just means swag keys since 2020. I don't have really like a lot of info on this Despot. This was given to me by a friend. This was a gift. In fact, I didn't even know it was like for sale until I was given this whole Despot, so. Oh, dude, this looks sick already. Nah, dude, this cooks. This looks great. It really makes the keycap set vibes shine. Yeah, I'm liking it. Sick like illness. Okay, guys, that's me. I love this set. I bought this set. Don't make fun of my mutagen. Do you like Pandemonium? Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh wait, no, I did see that. Yeah, it's a nice set. I think I literally saw that this morning. People really out here wanting the most safe picks. I mean, to be fair though, I get why. On this particular board, a safe pick would make the texture stand out more. But I also think this is a lot of fun. Yeah, I didn't realize it. I did not realize this was under the a collaboration Despot thing. I thought it was its own thing. Oh, dude. This looks sick with this. Dude, I'm kind of vibing with how grimy it looks. I think on camera, there's definitely... Let me actually see something quick. Maybe it's like one of these little... One sec. Oh yeah, it is this particular little LUT here. Here, let me just turn this off. Let me just readjust my camera back to where it is normally. This is more like in line with the color. The camera, for some reason, tints the green way too much. But this is nice, dude. You know what? Maybe I'll just leave this off. Do we even need this? Do you guys like the LUT on it or not? This ain't it, you guys. Trust the process. I'll turn off the LUT for now. Trust the process real quick. Who's color correcting the stream? Me. Trust the process. Hold up, hold up. Wait. Is Boss in chat? What does Boss think? I care about what everyone thinks, but I'm just kind of curious what Boss thinks. Do we have a final answer from Boss? Oh, dude, GMK Mandalorian would have been fucking sick on this too. Fuck, that would have been a really good set too. These are Nixies. Yeah, even GMK Boba Fett would have looked sick on this too. I'm not mad. I think we still picked a good one. That white and gold keycap set? White and gold keycap set. You mean Civ? Oh, wait. This is incorrect. Where's my switch puller? Oh, the artisan. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if that'll work with this today. This is in top mount config with no force break things. We're gonna do everything today. We'll do it all. Just gotta be patient. Print. Scroll. I mean, you guys haven't seen it, but I did build with Nixies off stream like 2 weeks ago. But yes, it has technically been a minute since I've done some Nixies. I know. Who said I hate Nixies? You guys are putting words in my mouth. Another long stream? I think I've just been chilling lately. Like, I'm not in a rush to finish these streams. I've been really chilling. Like, I think it's more important we have fun with the board and get our point across than just rush. Ooh. Wait, do we do the white bottom row for this? Pause one moment. Lazy Sundays? Yeah, I think we do. I'm gonna make a judgment call here. I think the white bottom row would look sick. No? Hold on. I think the white bottom row. I'm making a judgment call. I really think it'll look good. White does not have the texture, but I think that'll break it up a little bit. The only thing I don't like about Mutagen is the green spacebar, the dark green. I think the white bottom row like suits the board so freaking well. No, I didn't ask the boss. We're doing this on no company time here. Dude, that does look nice with the bottom row. It does. Okay. It technically does have a bit of the texture. It's just in the legend. Ooh, I like this a lot. So there's sound difference between 7U and 6.25U. I feel like that's a board dependent thing. Guys, come on. The shareholders demand a white bottom row. Look, even Boss said it. Gotta listen to the boss. Dude, this looks great. Oh, let me turn off the little filter thing for the top too. There. This looks fantastic. No? Yes? We'll talk? Hold on. I'm just resetting some of the settings here for the camera. Oh, yeah, where's that skull artisan? Come to think about it, I forgot the skull. That's why I didn't put it there. Well, not artisan, but it's like a GMK mold. I don't know if this will... I hate to say it, I don't know if this will suit it well. Just because it's gold. Okay. Let's see what this sounds like in top mount. The only thing I might want to change is probably the spacebar. I don't know if I'll love the Nixie spacebar on PP for the top, but let's see. So this is top mount, none of those force brakes. Ooh, this is very full sounding. Let's see, let's see. Let me just tune up the spacebar a little bit here, but this has a lot of depth to it. It sounds really deep. I wouldn't say this is firm right off the bat. It is a top mount PP, but it definitely has a little bit of some give. Okay, better. Actually, you know what? The spacebar is... This is no dampeners, yeah. No, I kind of like this spacebar contrast with the alphas here. This is very deep. The Nixies are definitely a little bit of a lighter switch, just so you guys know too. Like, they're not super, super heavy as like a regular Cherry MX2A. It's kind of why I like them. I don't think this needs a force brake. I mean, maybe we can just try it for fun. The mods sound all really good. Ooh. This section of the board sounds really good too. The F-Robe, maybe this is where... This is top mount, yeah. Damn, I'm not used to typing on 65 grams. Yeah, you know what? Even for Nixies on PP plate, this is definitely a little bit louder than I thought. I like it though. Tonality everywhere is really good. The only thing maybe tonality-wise, if I really want to get something like distinct here, is maybe the F-Rows aren't my absolute fave compared to the rest of the board. Also kind of maybe a side effect of top mount. This sounds good. I don't think we need those force brakes. I definitely want to see this with gasket though. The mods sound fantastic. Nav cluster is really good too. All these are great. I will admit, sometimes with TKLs, I've talked about this in the past, I don't love this section of the board at all. Usually that includes the backspace. I do think this overall sounds really good. It feels like a slightly softer top mount because of the PP plate. I would still say it retains most of the firmness that you would probably get from something with PP. I'm going to try putting in those force brakes before I switch over to gasket, just because, I don't know. Should we just see? I feel like it's important that we test that right now, just to feel it out. I don't think it's going to make any difference, though, but who knows? Maybe I'll be wrong. Do I have a bowl? Here's a bowl. Yeah, it's a fun stream today, no? It's a very lively stream. I think we got a lot of fun stuff going on the stream. Switch keycaps. This freaky guy. I know he's joking, but is he? Actually, I don't know. Don't think all the screws fell out. I think we're missing 2, but it's okay. Maybe another small smidge of something I'd potentially change. Maybe just a hair longer on the daughterboard cable. I do feel like if you want to open this up frequently to try out some of the many different ways you can mount this keyboard, this could get a little dicey for Nix keys. Okay, so... Oh, it goes on the bottom. So we gotta do it here. Drop test. I don't know about that one, boss. Let's do... Let's just grab everything and put it on the desk. Let's just do the softest gasket possible. Or not gasket. The softest... What are these called again officially? Resonance dampener. 40A. If Bull has them, the patina ones are on Bull's website. Like the brass patina ones. I don't think he has them in stock though. Yeah, let's try the softest one. And these just plug in over here. They're a very loose fit, so just as an FYI. I don't know if I'd want these to be any firmer of a fit though. I feel like them just lying here and then compressing everything together is like perfectly fine. So I am like totally okay with this. Also, I actually think this is a pretty interesting idea to offer kind of a very modular force brake system like this. I gotta say, like, that's pretty smart. A lot of the times we just get force brake tape and you're kind of just like, not forced to use it if you want to use it and leave it on there, but it does become a little bit more tricky to constantly swap back and forth. All right, let's screw this together now. Do you guys hear my stomach growl? I'm a little hungry. That's quite the look. Yeah, it's a nice looking board. So far, I would say like I am genuinely pretty happy with the way this thing turned out. I don't think I have any like big criticisms. I have a bunch of small things that I brought up during the stream. I would say actually a lot of it maybe is some of the pricing stuff for stuff like plates, even the way some of the configuration of the group eyes working. The foam price I feel like was a bit high, but I think that's kind of where like my criticism lies. The board itself seems like it's done pretty well. Maybe the gaskets will prove me wrong here. We haven't done the gaskets yet. But so far, so good. Like, I don't think there's anything here from what, maybe a smidge of a longer JST cable. I don't think there's anything else I want to see changed. They did already mention that they're going to be changing some of the screws up, like the little nitpicks I brought up. So, yeah, I don't think there is. And I think now the only conversation really after we try the gaskets would be, is this worth your $480 with a PCB if you want to go from that point? And then do you want to upgrade to some of the more unique finishes? Oh, okay. Am I going crazy or... Oh, I do like the F keys more now. Ooh, I don't like the backspace as much now, though. Every other key I like more, though. I did change it a bit, yeah. I kind of like it with no force brakes for the top mount. I think there's an overall like slight undertone of metal that I heard before that I thought made it sound really good. But yeah, Yeah, they definitely absorb the most, which is interesting. Cool, this is nice. Interesting change. Let's try the gaskets now. Let's try the gaskets. I would probably end up going maybe with a firm dampener, if anything, but I don't even know if this board really needs it. But I do like that this is kind of a modular system that you can use if you buy the board. What do you guys want to use for the gaskets? I'm personally thinking maybe something in the middle for hardness. I like how Ant just said the gaskets. Thanks, Ant. Always the most helpful guy. Always. Did Nixkey, did you guys have one that you guys preferred for gaskets? $110A? I don't think that's available. Just like 60? Okay. I can 100% see someone accidentally yoinking their JST connector off their PCB. So I think having something a bit, just a smidge longer would be kind of handy. Let's put these back for now. And then let's do 60s, but actually we have to unscrew this first. I don't know, how do you guys feel? Maybe this is like something I'd like to ask everyone in chat right now that's interested in the board. As you can see, like when you open the board, the most you have to work with is like, I would say maybe 1.5 inches of leeway here. So you would have to very carefully tilt the board this way. So maybe that'd be like the only thing that I would suggest from like a ease of use standpoint. Wrong bit. Yeah, like maybe 1 centimeter or 2, I think would be very, very handy to have. I also feel like aluminum for the gasket mount would be very nice on this board. So nice.
Odanga whole year.
Thank you, Jenny. Appreciate it. Oh, Jenny, did everything... I never asked you. Did everything arrive to you okay? All those extra parts? I forgot to ask you about that. Let's put them here for now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's good to hear. Thank you again for the year of subscription. I appreciate it. What the hell? Why are these things coming out here? PP Nixie gasket is an underrated favorite of mine. Oh, you like it normally? The screws are so tiny. Alright. Now let's try... Actually, maybe here's another little smidge of criticism. Okay. I feel like this would be a really easy one to adjust, Nixkey. This is getting, I mean, obviously, like, when you're spending a lot of money on a board, I'm going to try to get as fine into detail as possible. So, this is where the top mount hole goes, which makes sense for aluminum. Like, if you have a thin piece of aluminum, that's fine. I already see, just from light use and one time using it, my P plate has developed a smidge of a crack right there already. I don't know if it's visible on stream. It is, right there. I think maybe rounding this off a bit more to give it the same thickness the whole way around, which just means extending this up, might give the PP a fighting chance to not break with someone who might screw in something a little bit too hard, or just with a screw that just decides to like go around the edge. So I do think that would be important to consider. I think that's a kind of easy fix, I would want to say. I don't know. I feel like it is. But I hope that's fair to say that. I think it's kind of important too for anyone who buys plastic. Great spot. Yeah, I just noticed that I was taking out the screw because these are really thin, right? It was only the one point that looks like it might have had a small crack in there, but alrighty, let's put in our gaskets. Let's do 60A. Yeah, obviously I'd point that out for any cost of board, but like I'm looking at even some of the very small things more under a magnifying glass for this. Oh, interesting gaskets. So I guess thicker part goes down. Do these sit in nicely? Ooh, they are a little bit loose. Did I just drop one? I think I just dropped one somewhere. Okay, so how does this fit on the aluminum? Let's see. Where'd I put the aluminum plate? Here they are. They're a bit loose on the aluminum too. Is my overhead going crazy? Okay, so what I'm noticing right away is the little holes in the gasket. I think I just knocked my microphone. I'm so sorry. They don't sit nice and flush. Like they fall out pretty easy. Maybe tighten the tolerance on the silicone piece here, or up the tolerance and make the aluminum and PP plate parts bigger so when you put these in, they kind of friction fit into place. Oh, this has already been fixed for production units? Awesome, dude. Awesome, awesome. You know what might be the easiest way to do this with the things that fall out of place here? Let me just put this in first and then kind of just like do it as we go. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna do it this way here, just so we don't have things that like fall out as we go here. Oh, you know what? Is the cable getting in the way a little bit? It's sitting on something incorrectly here. And it might be the cable. I think it is. Which might mean okay, it's not sitting flush on this side. So maybe actually it's not sitting flush on the bottom at all. Let me actually just put one more on the top here. Maybe it'll even out. Now it's still a little bit high on this side. Why is that? What's going on here? Oh, did this fall off? Oh no, I think it is the cable. Maybe on top of one other thing too, a little cable route for the JST that sits on both of the sides. So it has a chance, because right now this is floating a little bit on this side, as you can see. I don't want to see that. Okay. Obviously, I don't know the right way to add that. Like I would have probably, lean on you guys there to. Yeah, it is floating a bit. I know this will compress, but the cable will still add a point there. That's easy to be fixed. You just need to add a cable route of some sort. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that other plate that has the larger tabs would make this so much easier. My key cult had it. I had to fiddle with the cable to fix that. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot of fiddle room with this cable. This cable has a pretty one-sided, I guess, affair with this cable, with this keyboard. It's a pretty tight cable. The gasket tolerances, we're very bummed about it. I mean, not a big deal. If you guys have already found this out and fixed it, it seems like it's an easy fix. I think my more concern would be the cable lying on the ground like this. I have a feeling this side of the board might sound a bit different. But okay, they're all in place now. Let me just double check something. Yeah, there's no way to move that cable for now. Okay. Let's put this in and screw it together. That's the number one fight you have with the JST cable for Key Cult. This one seems to be a bit better at least. I still want this to be perfect though. Oh, wrong bit. I think we're okay to just do that. One. The weight is gorgeous. Yeah, they did a great job with the visuals and texture on this board for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Pond Scum keycaps? Yo, holy, don't be rude. That's my favorite, one of my favorite sets right now. Hey, why does everyone hate mutagen so much? I feel like when I get mutagen to work, everyone starts to love it. But otherwise, everyone loves hating on mutagen pick. It's always crazy. I'm sorry. You're all good, dude. I'm just joking. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Man. You only put it on grungy looking boards? Nuh-uh. Well, actually, I think so, actually. Never mind. No, I put it on something else originally. You guys still gave me hate. I don't want to talk about it anymore. You guys win this fight, alright? I'm gonna give up. It was nice in this game, wasn't it? That's what I'm saying. Alright. Now we can see what this sounds like. Am I going crazy or is this sitting a little high here? Yeah, I think it might be the cable that's just causing this to sit funny. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, it is a little bit. I think the cable's just being weird here. So I do think the cable, or maybe, you know what this might need? Let me open this up later and figure this out, but I'm gonna try without the cable too. Sounds pretty good with, oops, wrong button here. So this is the gasket, the 60A. So you can hear a little bit more of the resonance here. I'm not sure if that's the cable on the bottom like I was thinking earlier. Well, I'm using a bit of a softer switch here. Let me show you guys some like MX2As or something in this here. I'll show you guys like 3 MX2As in here just to show you guys some different variety of things. That's the thing, Naveed. I don't think it's more the, something with the cable underneath. I think something's contacting the bottom of the PCB there. I'm gonna open it up here and explore in a second. But here, we'll put some Cherry MX2As. This is 3 that like how I normally do them. And I'll show you guys some variety here for alphas. So, this is the H and the, what is it? The H and the J will be Nixies. These are MX2As. Nixies. It's a big difference. I kind of like the Nixies personally. I kind of like the deeper tonality, but obviously you guys can pick and choose which you guys like. You can easily tell which ones are which. Yeah, I'm with you guys on that. You know, love the Alex tinkering streams. One can see he really enjoys tinkering. Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts of a keyboard. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when a keyboard's like doesn't have anything I need to do to it, I get a little sad. Okay, now I do want to just check out one thing here because I don't want to like jump to conclusions. I might want to uninstall the JST cable just to see, or just to see what's going on, because what I'm noticing, or actually hold on a sec, you know what it might be? You screw this back in for one moment. I want to slap some blue cheese in there full deep. This board can definitely lean very, very deep. Is it still focus hunting? Dude, maybe we just can't use this desk bed on stream. Sorry, guys. It's okay. It's because this is so flat, it has nothing to focus on. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I'm going crazy. Maybe it is a bit of alignment too. So one other thing, Shiva, is, I don't know if you can see this. I would like to see one thing being done, which is the F keys look great. So up and down F keys look great. What I want to see though is the gap on the top of here is actually a bit different than here. That's kind of what threw me off. I don't think it's actually what I thought it was. So I kind of want to see that adjusted as well. Not kind of, I do want to see that adjusted. I don't know, is it the F keys? I don't think so. The F keys look perfect. It does look like just a small little gap that needs to be adjusted by perhaps keeping this the same width and bringing up this part of the board just a smidge or a hair, or making technically this a bit thinner on the top, but obviously I don't know what you want to do. But just another little small tidbit of maybe, I mean, you can see it in the arrows especially. See how close the arrows are to the top here? And we have to keep in mind, this is one PCB, so the F keys are aligned properly. But you can see on the white keycap, just the spacing. I want to see that be more consistent, and I do think that's adjusting the whole keyboard layout on the bottom that's underneath the F keys up. But just a small tidbit that, again, I think would matter a lot to someone who's spending a lot of money in this. Yeah, easy fix again. A bunch of small easy fixes I want to see done for this. And as another note to you guys too, this is a prototype of the board. Like, earlier prototypes, so I'm gonna again try to be as thorough as I possibly can for Nick's keys here. All right, I think that's it for this though. Let me just open this up one more time here. Whatever, I'll zoom it all the way. If it loses focus, might be. It's not cause of mutagen. Oh my gosh, dude. You guys are so mean to my poor boy Mutagen. The one thing I always appreciate, you're not mean about criticism and try to help keyboard makers. In the immortal words of High School Musical, we're all in this together. I want to see cool boards being made. There's no need to be mean to people, you know? I also think being rude is like pointless. You don't get anywhere. Trust me, from someone who was chronically rude at one point in his life, because I was just an angry teenager, you don't get anywhere, man. I think you also start to realize as you get older that just, I don't know, being a dickhead to people, like, you literally just look like a fool. The only people who think you are cool are, like, other people who are rude and you probably don't want to hang with. Or, kids. What I'm going to do is just unplug this. Should I just try to... Maybe we do have to take out the whole GST connector. Yeah, these are really loose. Being... Ooh. Okay, camera. Here, you know what? I'm just going to switch to this side here. What bits do I need to take this out? I was hoping I can just tuck this in here, but just so we can see. But I don't think I can tuck this in. I probably do have to unscrew it. Okay, not a big deal. Different bit. I think it's the desk pad. The other desk pad I use has texture, or most desk pads I use have a lot of stuff underneath. This is like a very plain Jane desk pad. It is what it is. What are your thoughts overall, Alex? I've already decided I'm picking one up. It looks and sounds awesome. I think if Nix Keys, the team at Nix Keys, can fix a few of the things that I'm thinking here, they have a real winner on their hands. Like, I really like the way this board looks. I think with a lot of the customization options they're giving customers, really fucking cool. But I do want to see those things being fixed. If they can, I think for $480 with the PCB, obviously, you're getting a really, really dope product. That's a big weight there. It's a big chunk of brass. You're getting a dope product, and I really appreciate that. Okay, so let's just take this out for now. You know what? I'm just going to unplug the daughter board. Ooh. Does this support ISO? The hot swap? You know what? I didn't even check. That is my mistake. It supports H87 PCBs, so if you really want to, I'm sure you can find one that has that support. But the plate does support ISO. So I'm only doing this. I'm not actually going to assemble this. Or maybe I should. But I mainly just want to see if it sits better or if it's another issue of why it's... Oh, it's not the cable. Which makes me think... What's probably happening... Let me really dive in deep here. 1 second, guys. I don't think it's the plate. Let me just make sure everything's nicely seated here. Oh. I think I see what the issue is. Alright, I see the issue. So let me just put some gaskets on and show you. I think there's not enough of a tolerance. Yeah, okay. No, I can't do anything. I'm just going to show you guys what I mean. It's going to be tough to show you guys. So I'm going to try to show you guys from the side view. The PCB is just the right size for this, right? Fuck, I don't know how good way to show you guys this. I'm going to try my best without it like falling apart in my hands. The PCB is just the right size. I can't push this down anymore on this side. And if I do it the opposite way, where I seat it properly on the bottom, suddenly it's the opposite where I can't push this down on the top at all, okay? So from what I see, the top makes sense to put down, and that way there we have a nicely aligned top with the gaskets. So I have 2 gaskets on left and right just to show you guys. The issue seems to be, see the screw and stab? I think the case on the internals needs a bit of a haircut. Again, I'm trying my best to show you guys this, but see how it's contacting? Which is probably where a little bit of that resonance was coming from. It's funny because Bull and I had something similar happen to us. So I think 2 things. Either it's... I mean, I don't actually think it's the PCB. I think it's the stabs. I think what I would suggest is a cutout just for the stab area or stab areas, or just an inset. Sorry guys, it's really difficult to show you guys. Just an inset where it goes like this and like this. Well, I don't think a clip-in's a solution. I really don't think that's a solution. But yeah, it is impacting on that surface, which is why nothing, which is why it wasn't seated properly. Okay, that's interesting to see too. Interesting. Okay. Hi, Squirrely. How you doing?
I'm sorry, boss.
I think the tolerance, increasing the tolerance will help with the H87 PCB support more as well. Yeah, it's already a really tight tolerance for the PCB, so I think just opening it up on the bottom a smidge more would make more sense. All right. All right, let me put everything back together here. I'm actually going to switch it back to top mount for the time being. The gaskets all fell off. Okay. All right. Well, I think overall, I think I've indicated a lot of like small things. We tried to do to give a 1 millimeter gap around, but because some people asked for PCB snap support, but might just have to ditch that. I don't mean to be that guy, but yeah, I would ditch that. I don't think you need to offer PCB snap support with this. I think it has a good thing going right now, Nixkeys, with it has a solid sounding top mount, and it, from what we can understand, it also had. I'd like to see it with this, with the fixed areas there, but it had a pretty decent sounding gasket, despite having a little bit of resonance. Sorry, guys, from the contact of the stabilizer there. But I do think you'd probably be in a better position to offer just the mounts that you have. All right. I think we just ditched the support for the other, for the snaps there. I don't think they're necessary. But all right, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys want to chill with me as I just reassemble everything here. If you guys had any other questions about my thoughts and opinions on this, but I think this stream pretty much sums it up. I like the board a lot. I like the concept of it. I do think it needs some refining, but it's nothing, I would say, even with the stuff that we saw, I don't think this was like make or break to where I didn't enjoy the keyboard, if that makes any sense at all. Even with that small little resonance that was happening with the spacebar there, like it didn't take away from my board experience, which is kind of neat. But I do think that I want to see, well, not think, I want to see all these things being cleaned up for the final unit. Obviously. This or the seal, I think either way, you'd be happy. I have faith in Nixkeys. Like, obviously, the seal is a working, fully flushed out product by now. So if you kind of want that experience, then obviously just go that route. But I have faith in Nixkeys to fix some of these small things. It's going to be such an epic board. I agree. Maybe while you're at it, Nixkeys, make like a little cable pinch system for this weight at the bottom. That'd be epic. I hate putting these things on, man. Let me just do it like this. Making a list of things. Perfect. We'll have all these things fixed. Awesome, dude. Seems like the board is one more slightly revised prototype away from being perfect. Yeah, exactly. Okay. But what is your guys' thoughts and opinions? I can only ever like present my findings when it comes to things like this. But what do you guys think? What's everyone's opinion on the board? Oh, the smallest one was in the center. This doesn't go here. This goes here. Alex giving tips on the board has weirdly made me want to get into designing a keyboard. Hey, try it. It's fun. I'm going to build my first premium custom. I type 5+ hours a day. I'm an online powerlifting coach. Oh, cool. Gaming in the evening, and I'm after a creamy, muted typing feel rather than super clicky or thocky. I mean, dude, you have so much room with a $500 budget. If I had to pick like something for $500 and I want to go with something with foaminess, you know, I would probably end up picking still a Neo board, getting a foam kit, and then investing in a good set of keycaps for yourself. That'll give you plenty of budget for everything that you want. Probably the Neo Core 65. Actually, does the core come with foam? That I don't know. The Encore will definitely be way above budget though. Once you get like switches and keycaps coming in, I feel like that'll be a toughie to keep within the budget. But if you want another great suggestion, the Encore is fantastic. Might be a bit high for the budget though. I feel like even with shipping all said and done, just the Encore will probably be about $400. So that might be a toughie. Love the deep tone for a TKL. Yeah, there's definitely like, you know, some closing thoughts. This definitely had an overall deeper tonality to the keyboard. Oh, wait, these are the wrong screws for this. It's this screw, which I think is still this bit. Where'd I put those screws? Oh, here. Would you recommend this? I like a Sonoma recommendation where it depends on... Wait, what happened? For, what do you mean, Nemo? Like, is it like a Sonoma recommendation where it depends on like a full-on recommendation? What do you mean by that last part? But like, I think this is a board though that I would be pretty confident in recommending. I would still, fuck, this is a toughie because like I still think there's enough little things with this board where I do want to see. And I'm not that I don't trust Nixkeys. I think they're fantastic people, like I said in the beginning. But I do want to see Nixkeys like make a post with at least even like a here's what we've done to fix it. So for example, this is like bare minimum for me. You know how Bull and I announced little fixes on the inside of the Manta originally that were causing impact problems, and we showed everyone the files, screenshots of the files of where we did the alterations. I want to see that at the very least, if not another, obviously, prototypes being made. I want to see like, okay, here's what's being fixed, and we've made the fix in the file, and this is what's getting sent to the manufacturer. So for those things, and then just obviously like a list of other things. Well, I don't want anyone to release the files for the Eclipse. I know that's a joke, and I know what the joke is for, but I just want to see like snippets of like this was altered. Also, how KBD fans did it with the tofu. Yeah, I think I had, if not maybe a little bit less, but around the same recommendations with the tofu TKL, and the tofus were more dramatic because they affected the board on more of a different scale. But yeah, I would say like exactly like the tofu. I want to see those things being done, you know, being addressed. I actually didn't like the dampeners, so I'm going to stick with no dampeners here. Oh, do you want to see different dampeners? I can do different ones. Let me do the hardest ones now. We'll do 80A. Oh shit, gotta be a little... Here, we'll do it like this. Do you think the experience of making your own keyboard has helped you notice such kind of detailing? I would say yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I think this is a great question to ask you guys. Do you guys feel like I have grown since making my own keyboard in terms of reviewing products? I do think it's on a per product basis though. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. There are some boards that just don't have any issues, that sometimes people get confused and be like, oh, Alex is being really weird with this particular board. And it's just, no, they don't have any problems. But I do think that sometimes the project makes a big difference too. You growed beard more? Thanks. I also agree. My beard has grown. Your opinions and how you talk about the board is super refined now. I'm glad. It makes me happy. See, some people don't like mutagen. They see this now suddenly they're all mutagen fans. I think it did, but also increased your legitimacy in having critiques and design flaws. That's a really good point too, Alex. Because I feel like, to be fair, I feel like I've been sometimes like on a more, you know, nitty gritty scale on things that I've noticed before, but some people always wrote it off as like, whatever. But I think now it seems more legitimized, you know, legitimatized rather. I think it helps that you look for things, even in tiny niche things. Yeah, for sure. Ooh, almost dropped the screwdriver there. My eye's like so itchy right now. For me to answer that question, send me a schema in Manta and 6,000 USD, and I'll make an. Why 6,000? It's a very high number. Why not 6,000? Damn. 6,000 is what Bull and I paid for the prototypes. 6K is just right. Your opinions on keyboards are very important. You always find things to make them better. However, mutagens and L. Man. For Manta, it was 6 prototypes for about 6,000 USD. That's not including shipping and import fees. I think me and Bull told you guys this though. It was expensive. Very expensive keyboard to make. Oh, here's the MX2As on the PP plate for top mount. Ooh, the MX2As do sound legit on this. I like the Nixies though, they're nice. The Nixies are good on this. I don't know, I'm a fan. I think the Nixies might actually pair well with the aluminum. More so. Alright. Well, that's pretty much the board. I have the hiccups. I do think in terms of which mounting style I like better, I'm going to just have to give this to top mount. The gasket, I feel like, was good. But obviously there's impact that's happening inside the case that prevents me from really giving like a solid, like, does this sound good in gasket? I think it probably will be very, very, very good. It's just hard to say. Like, I don't know the right answer to give you guys other than probably. With top mount though being so solid on this board, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm already happy with it in the top mount configuration. Like, you know, so I don't know, I'm good there. Fuck, it does look fantastic from a lot of different angles. Yes, it does come with a carrying case. I showed it off at the beginning of stream, Nemo. But all right. I think Nixkeys has some homework to do, but I'm pretty happy with everything today. So, top mount on a TKL is the most important mount. Yeah, I think some people would definitely agree with you there. Get those things fixed. Hell yeah, Nixkeys. Again, I can't. Nixkeys is a great sport for taking all this stuff with a grain of salt in a way, or I don't know the right saying here, but they took it well when it comes to criticism. Some people get kind of annoyed with me or like try to backpedal on their decisions, but I don't know. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but like, you know, I think Nixie is very, very good for that. Good sports. Yeah, good sports. Took it with grace. Yeah. But okay, this is fun. I love the way this looks. This looks so good. I think you might have even sold me on like a patinaed version of this. I think if I were to pick up a TKL like this right now, seeing this right now is so unique on my desk that I probably would have to have it. So, no, I don't think we have time for Sunday photos today. I'm like 40 minutes over what I'm normally supposed to do, and then I still have a few things I'd like to get done today. So we'll do it tomorrow. Dude, I'm doing like another 4 or 5 streams this week and giveaway stuff, so we'll find some time. Shout out to Nixie's for sending a review board, having it reviewed, and being positive. Absolutely. It's good to have them here in chat, too, like, acknowledging things, you know? No, tomorrow will be 7 p.m. 7 p.m. What time is the stream? 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern. I think the rest of the day I'd like to clean. I want to get some stuff done, and then I also... Not for nothing. Babysitting is fantastic yesterday, you know? It was a good time. But it's not super duper relaxing. So today I'd actually like to relax. I'm super fucking tired. I don't know about the new Tofu TKL, but the KBD fans did send me like a big 100% or 98% tofu. So we'll be taking a look at that soon. I had to book that in still. It's huge. I don't know, was it announced yet? The Tofu 104? Yeah, that's the one I have. It's huge. They had to send me it in 2 boxes because it was so heavy. Because the one that I asked to review was like the full brass bottom or something. So they're keeping it under wraps. Oh. Sorry, boss. I feel like I'm doing a lot of apologizing today. Hey, guys. Just don't say nothing. Just keep it quiet. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll figure out something. They did show it already? Oh, then we're okay. Okay, it's fine. Then they showed it already. Here I am thinking maybe they just like briefly mentioned it somewhere. We're good. If they already showed it, we're fantastic. But still, you didn't hear anything from me. Let's go find someone to rate. Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chopstick. Chill, brother. Chill. Nemo, you too? That's crazy. Alright. Let's go raid Mango. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all the love and support. I do want to stress that without you guys, I probably wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you guys for the constant support. Hopefully I don't let you guys down. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And good night, everybody. Love you.